A huge welcome to everybody. This is our game of the week. Tremendous buzz in the stadium. You can feel the energy building. Fan base is looking forward to this one, and we're right there with them. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Colorado State Rams, taking on the 21st ranked team, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Rams will kick this away to start us off. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He steps out to the 29. That's where they'll begin the drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? 29 Philly. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Receiver makes the catch. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. And there's the handoff. Gets into space at the 50. Fighting off the tackler. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. The Mustangs pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And it's a bunch formation. And looking to throw now on first down. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a first sack of the game.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Second down, we're going to throw it. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. Seventh play now, the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught. Completion. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Three guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Second down play coming up for this offense. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Nothing doing in that play. A big D tackle there for the stop.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
It's 3rd down for the offense. And they pick up the first on the ground. Powers through the tackle. They get him down to the 41, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks loose at the 45. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
The Rams starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Seventh play of the drive coming up. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Cross. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rams.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. They've been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Remember, it was a field goal on the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
He's running out of time here. And the sophomore has got him for a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Fires it on the move. Makes the catch downfield. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Ball handed off. Oh, look at the quick cut. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colorado State 7, SMU 3.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down at the 42.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
And the Mustangs pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. Quarterback drops back. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the grab, and he'll run out of bounds, picking up a few yards on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Great cut there. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Short pass, finds the tight end. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. The back's got it. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. Can you say methodical? Marathon march for just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
The PAT makes it 10-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Colorado State offense is back out there now. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? On the ground, it's Cross. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
He'll hand it off. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. He'll spot the ball at the 40.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Tough running there. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. A solid return to set up his offense.
That was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football where it was headed. Secondary coach has got to be proud.
And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down.
I think the defense got fooled here. They thought that receiver was going to go deep downfield. He ends up curling back to the inside for a nice gain.
And the Mustangs are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Third down play here out of the shotgun. He'll throw it now. Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The attempt is no good. He missed it. And the lead stays at 3 after the miss.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Here comes the Colorado State offense on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. A solid run, good for 1st down yardage. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Caught quickly. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the 1st down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the 1st down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice 1st down.
And the Rams churn out another 1st down. Ball handed to the running back. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Play action here on 1st down. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Linebackers making some adjustments now. They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's crossed. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
It's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
And this one is right through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, and a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Great accuracy here by the quarterback, hitting his receiver in stride on that slant, and it gave him a chance to pick up some yards after the catch.
Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's 1st down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And they've got him a sack on the final play of the first half. Good momentum to this defense heading to the break.
Brings up 2nd down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Mustangs will kick this away to start the second half. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Here comes the Rams offense back onto the field. On first down, it's play action. Looks left and finds his target there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Here's a target, and it's complete.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Crucial third down play coming up. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Pass caught. Second down now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And that run produces a decent gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
On third down, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Oh, that's a play you dream about as a defender. He gets penetration and times that hit up perfectly in the backfield.
The Rams will have to kick it away. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. A little bit too much on the punt. It lands just inside the end zone for a touchback. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. This one has been a defensive stalemate. Let's see if the offense can get something going here. Handoff to the single back. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Getting set. Here's second down. And now the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And here's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. shotgun run called. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
And the Mustangs keep the football on the move. Looking to pass this time. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Let's see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Tackle made after the completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Snags a quick throw. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
And isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
Run down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Back's got it again. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
The Mustangs have 1st and 10 here. He'll hand it off. Makes a nice move there. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
I love the toughness of this quarterback to be able to pick up some good yards like this, to move the chains, keep this drive alive. His team will feed off of his energy when he makes plays like this.
That's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up. Got it.
And the Mustangs line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first-and-goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're not backing down. They get penetration and come up with a tackle for a loss.
Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone.
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Ponies. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense is back out there now. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Here's the handoff. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. And the Rams hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Sophomore brought down after a nice run. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Under heavy pressure, he takes a shot. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. He hands it off from the gun. He's free around the 50. No shot to bring him down. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback, how aggressive. Oh, the ball is loose. It's a mad scramble. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. It's a QB sneak. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado State. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And the PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Sticking with the running game.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to beat the sticks.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Powering through. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Boy, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pass is caught. And he's brought down, but it's a 1st down, spotted near the 41.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
There's the handoff. Just trucks a man. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. Second down after that previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
3rd and very long. Can they make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions this drive? Dropping back, he's going to throw for the 1st down. He finds his man.
Third down was caught by the receiver. Marcus at the 48. Now, 4th down.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he finds his target. He has the first. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. It looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
The Mustangs will have 1st and 10 here. And that catch is hauled in.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
This defense just cannot get off the field. A long march moves on. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
To me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. Here we go now, a crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
They'll run it from the gun. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And a timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. And the back gets the football. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fence, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And that one's straight down the middle. Pandemonium here. They've taken the lead in the final seconds. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. quarterbacks on the field. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That's caught. It's Cross. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. First down. We're going to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end, who makes the grab. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
Chris, you're only down one possession. This quarterback hasn't had the greatest of days, but I'll tell you what, a play like that, maybe it helps him start to string together a few in a row.
Well, a really entertaining game. Kirk came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.